Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Carl Albert High School, what I refer to as the Palace, where tonight the Lady Indians are slated to take on the Indians and Lady Indians slated to take on the Titans of Carl Albert High School. And starting for the Lady Indians, number 0, Janae Blackharmon. Senior number 2, the 5-on-5 leading scorer in El Reno history, Ashlyn Evans-Thompson.
Senior number 14, Leslie Valdez.
14, Leslie Valdez, the defensive specialist and the Velociraptor. The younger of the Blackharmon duo, 21, Pauline, the only non-senior in this starting lineup. And the floor general, Titana Woods Blackout. As always, I'm Zach Morgan, voice of the Indians, joined tonight by the great Kurt Parker here at Carl Albert. We do apologize for our setup here. They put our camera in the timeout space. They put us in timeout down here in the corner. And we're a little bit far away from the scoreboard, so we know our scoreboard camera is a little bit tough to see, but we'll bring you score and time updates as well as we go. The Carl Albert Lady Titans sitting atop the 5A West rankings at number 1 in the west side. El Reno, number 2 on the west side as well. So not just a top 5 matchup tonight, but a top 2 matchup tonight. Yes.
Number 1 is our win over Sepulveda. That was their number 2. And the other one was
and 6A Mustang.
Yes. And the tip to Carl Albert, but immediate pressure, and into the front court come the Lady Titans.
I see this is going to be a classic David and Goliath because we definitely have the height on this.
Great hands by Ashley.
Yes.
Look at Lou, she's going to lead the break. Hesitates, goes from her right to her left, can't finish.
Followed by Pauline. Excellent job.
No, that was
Janae.
Yeah.
Good job by Janae.
Now, Pauline did do a good job on the back end, understanding she was last man back.
Correct.
Yeah, so it looks like our...
Nice block by Pauline. She waited for the girl to go by her and then got it from the back. Great job. And swiped outward, Zach, instead of down.
Yes. 2-0 Indians lead. 7:15 to play. Our scoreboard camera's got a fisheye lens on it tonight, so we're... Pauline in traffic. Can't get it to go. So scoreboard's a little bit blurry, as I understand, but it's 2-0 in favor of the Indians. And a traveling violation.
Yeah.
Good closeout on the edge.
A good job by Pauline, avoiding contact, but yet getting the result that we wanted.
Into the front court. Oh, and Ashlyn steps through the steal attempt. A 12-foot pull-up, can't get it to go, but Pauline came crashing from the backside, but got it poked loose.
Right.
So... good defense to start by both teams. Long 3, far corner by Carl Albert. Doesn't go to great block out by Valdez. She held her man off, and then a Lady Titan on a free release tried to get there, but Leslie secured the rebound. Titana into the front court, finds Ashlyn. Dribble handoff to Janae. She crosses over left to right, into her right, step through, and they're going to get a blocking foul.
Nice job by
She's
Janae.
She's going to shoot 2.
I like the aggressive attack of Janae tonight. She, we talked about several times what a great game she had the other night, and she is following against Guthrie, and she is following through with that. Great job.
1 for 1 she goes. Her first trip, 3-0. The Indians lead, 6:17 to play in the first in this number 1 versus number 2 matchup, and the playoff brackets are out. When we get an extended break, either a 60-second timeout or at the quarter break, we'll update you as to those. Those came out late yesterday afternoon. So good news for the Lady Indians, and A manageable but uphill battle and an illegal dribble call.
Excellent job.
Manageable but uphill battle for the Gentlemen Indians. We'll get into that at a more appropriate time. Indians lead 4-0, 6 to play in the first.
And again, Zach, two of our definite.
Oh, great back cut.
Beautiful.
Little miscommunication, but Pauline able to handle collect the dribble handoff. Titana's going to set the offense back up. Great roll.
Good roll.
And a great pass by Titana. Pauline can't get it to go, blocked out of bounds or swatted out of bounds. Last touched by Pauline, the Lady Titans to inbound.
Yeah, on the road there was a little bit of deflect, and it was just a little bit too high for Pauline to gather in. Great effort by her, though.
Yes. 17-footer from the far right wing gets it to fall right in front of the El Reno bench, but only worth 2. And Kurt, that's one of the worst shots in basketball. It's 6 inches short of being worth an extra point. Ashland, a lot of contacts, takes contact to the face. No call.
No.
Good defense by Pauline. She strips
Excellent
it,
job.
and it goes off of the leg of the cutting Lady Titan, number 25, I believe, was
correct.
Last to touch, and it went off her thigh. And no argument from the Titan coaching staff there.
Beautiful give and go.
And Pauline's going to pick up her first foul.
Titana went a little bit deep on that.
Yeah, Paige making her first appearance, and to the sideline comes Pauline. El Reno still leads 4-0, 5:02 to play as Carl Albert inbounds the ball in the first quarter. The Carl Albert coach, Kyle Ritchie, moved over to the girls' side.
Excellent job.
Coached several years as the boys' coach at Prigg High School.
Yes.
Which is my stomping grounds. He was there for several years after I graduated, left that position to take the head job here at Carl Albert.
Yes, I've already noticed tonight that one thing about Ashland is she is dialed in on defense big time and understanding where the ball is going and who is the one that they are trying to make the play for Carl Albert.
And it looks like Carl Albert will make I believe their first substitution in the game. 25 checks out, 24 checks in.
Correct.
A high, soft lob pass inbounds, and that's the kind of pass that El Reno can learn to time, sort of like a catcher timing or a runner timing a pitcher or catcher's throw to the pitcher. Long three from the corner, doesn't go, short iron. Tipped around, Titana keeps it alive. Paige secures it, turns it over. And they're going to get Titana with a hold.
Yeah.
An awful lot of contact on Paige trying to get rid of that.
I felt like that they missed a call on Paige. The girl had her arm. And but the official, and he's a good official, and I've watched him officiate many times. He was blocked off.
Yeah, officials try to see space. As officials, we don't look for bodies.
Correct.
We look for space. We referee space, and when space disappears,
yes,
we penalize it if somebody has done something improper.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you can't see that space because you got 10 players moving in a fairly tight area.
Yes.
So it's not a matter of just getting position and stand. Mm-hmm. There's always moving left to right, forward and back to make sure you see the space. Titana, nice Euro step through traffic, can't get it to go. And she's looking for a call, doesn't get the help.
Right. And she cannot pick up her second foul.
That's a palming violation.
Yes, absolutely.
They got an illegal dribble on her earlier.
Correct.
And I think if you argue it the right way, if you come to the officials and have the discussion in the right way, you might be able to work towards winning that argument later.
Yes, Paige has got a girl pinned right now, and too late. Yeah, if she would have passed that about a second and a half earlier, Paige would have had a wide open layup.
Yeah, and the turnover bug has bitten the Indians early. We'll see the effect of it. Leslie in there to mix it up. Last touched by Leslie.
And here again, as we've talked about, it's not just the post player's position to block out. Everybody on the floor has to block out their girl. They have to find and locate.
Great inbounds. That's a travel. She drugged that high foot. But there's a lot. That's a little tough to referee, a little tough to officiate.
Correct.
Like to see the official close that gap down a little bit.
Yeah.
And step into that play. Long three, back iron, no good. Ashland in the mix there, and they're going to get Ashland for a hold. It's going to be incumbent upon Ashland to maintain mental toughness in this game.
Correct.
This is going to be a battle in the trenches here. Neither team shooting the ball well. I think Carl Albert, if this goes, we'll see. It doesn't. I think they're 0 for 6 by my count in the long-range ball tonight. I don't know that I can't remember El Reno pulling the trigger from that range yet. Great post, or great pass to Paige. Great
Nice step through by Paige. Excellent job.
She understood she lost her dribble, was still able to get space, step through off the glass. El Reno leads 6-2, 3 minutes to play in the
job.
first.
Oh, what a block by Janae. Holy cow,
Yeah.
that was beautiful.
Yes, Ashland running. And they're going to send it. That's Ashland's second.
Yeah, and here again, that is the call that I've told you 100 times this year that I absolutely hate, because the girl was underneath the rim.
Yeah.
And there's no place for the offensive player to come down. And if you want to protect an offensive player, why don't we start right there?
Yeah. And Ashland's got to understand.
Yeah. I mean,
It jump stop, jump shot, jump stop,
absolutely.
shot fake, draw help, dump off, that's something.
Absolutely.
But she picks up her second. Titana's got one. Ashland has two. And Ashland on the bench. Najoni checks in for her
Great
first
job by
appearance.
Paige right there
Yep.
to go straight up. She's really done a very good job about that.
Yep, she's made
Not
some
coming
really
down.
good adjustments.
Beautiful
Great
step
head and
through.
shoulder fake through contact. And she
Gorgeous.
finishes the basket.
Excellent job by Titana.
8-2, Indians lead. 2:18 to play in the first. And I think that was blocked also by Janae.
It is.
Part, so 2 blocks for her. And she's picking up where little sister left off last
Absolutely.
week.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. She's like, I've got you. You're over there in foul trouble.
And what I would like to see with Pauline is Pauline likes those swinging home run style. Oh, and a rundown.
Come on, Nishoni.
Great hustle. Still battling. Still
Such a
forcing the
hustle.
ball handler to turn. Long three. That's NBA deep, and it goes.
Yeah, that was Guthrie number 31 deep
Yes.
right there.
And Titana says we're going to try and get an advantage here.
Good
Finds
ball
Najoni in
movement.
the near side corner.
Good job by Najoni to
Yes.
go away from pressure.
And a
Hands
hand
on the
check.
shoulder.
Yep, and a hand check.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's only the second team foul. Paige checks out, Pauline checks in, and what we were saying earlier, Kurt, Janae blocks shots straight up. Pauline likes to swing. We like that Pauline timing, but we like that hand straight up. You don't have to block into the bleachers, just keep the ball in play.
Correct.
And Janae's got to be careful reaching there.
Yeah.
That's begging for a cheap whistle.
Good run by Najoni right there.
That shooter tees it up long, and that's her second in 2 possessions.
Okay.
And
So we see the game.
Yep.
It's 3-point shooting.
We're tied at 8 apiece.
And ours is post.
Yep. And I believe that's her second. Timeout called by Jennifer Douglas. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Playoff brackets came out. So minute 27 to play. El Reno jumped out to an 8-2 lead. And Carl Albert on a 6-0 run, tied 8 apiece. Playoff slated to start not next week, but the week after. And the El Reno Lady Indians, by virtue of being the number 2 seed in the West area, are going to host the regional.
Correct.
They're slated on Thursday evening to take on Lawton Eisenhower High School. Carl Albert and Eisenhower ranked 15th in the West. Carl Albert ranked number 1 in the West, slated to take on Altus, ranked 16 in the West. And we are working on getting a second streaming setup prepared in case Kurt and or I have to be in 2 places at the same time, and we don't have time to tear down and set up at the other gym, because the boys will be right here at Carl Albert, also taking on Eisenhower High School, but we'll talk more about that in a little bit. Into the offensive end of the floor come the Lady Titans off the back of the Indian timeout. Tied at 8 apiece, a minute 15, and El Reno in foul trouble. And Carl Albert takes their first lead of the game, 10-8. Oh, if you're Najoni, let that go and run your inbounds play, but she finds it cutting.
Excellent
off the
job.
glass, and they're going to call a block.
What?
They call a block, count the basket. Carl Albert bound and determined to force the officials to call a block charge here.
Exactly.
I think they've hit one no call to start the game, and then at least 2 charges.
Yes.
And if you're the Lady Indians, you have to adjust offensively to understand when to kill the play, but also defensively to be in position to get calls of your own.
Yeah, what I liked about what Janae did right then is when she basically pulled up and did a nice soft jump shot. So she didn't move forward. Excellent job by the young lady.
Yeah. Janae puts the Indians back on top. Make goes 1 for 1 and scores the old-fashioned 3-point play.
We've got Paige back in for Pauline.
Long 3 coming by the shooter. That rattles out. And I understand why we didn't cover those last 2. She was 0 for 4 to start the game. Yeah, palming violation call. Now, they didn't bang one earlier. 3 or 4 bounces in a row. She put the Lady Titan ball handler put that ball, and really the officials were looking from about the 4:30 position to the 7:30 position.
Correct.
Maybe even the 8:30 position. 35 seconds on the clock. El Reno leads by 1. Step back, no good. Long rebound. Paige runs it out. Good job by Paige, yes. Titana into the front court, leads the offense. Finds Janae running.
Excellent pass.
Good decision by Janae.
Find her. Oh.
Yeah, good decision, though. Janae didn't have the angle
16
on it.
seconds.
Dribble
Take your
handoff.
time. Work for 1.
Finds Paige.
Nice.
Post move by Paige.
Beautiful job.
Yes.
Beautiful job.
7 seconds on the clock.
Do not foul. Don't let her score.
Yeah, can't give that up.
No.
At the end of the first, El Reno takes a 13-12 lead into the break. And if the scoreboard's correct, the Indians have the possession coming out of the timeout. You're watching Indian basketball, Lady Indian basketball. And Kurt's going to go ahead and give you, 8 p.m. on the 24th of February. El Reno hosts the regional, first round of the regional, against Eisenhower. The winner of that game plays Saturday at 2 o'clock. And also in the El Reno gym will be Piedmont against the Lady Irish of Bishop McGuinness. And the winner of the El Reno Eisenhower matchup plays the winner of the Piedmont Bishop McGuinness matchup. And through 1, Indians lead 13-12. 3 team fouls for the Titans. 5 team fouls for the Lady Indians, but more importantly, the fouls against those Lady Indians, 2 to Ashlyn and 2 to Pauline. And I believe Titana with the other one. And the El Reno boys, we're back to the action. The El Reno boys will play Eisenhower High School, but on Friday at 6:30 right here at the Carl Albert Coliseum.
Nice screen by Paige.
Yeah, and a great roll, but can't hang on to it. Good way, good cutting off of the drive there. Couldn't get my words in order.
Excellent job, my Nijoni right there. Exactly. That's what you were trying to say.
Yep.
And just the fact that Paige was there and she's a shot blocker, that young lady did not bring it on around, because if she would have, it would have been in the cheap seats.
It was a wide open back cut initially. Leslie can't hang. That one got away from her.
I'm really anxious to see if they're going to still continue to let number 23 touch her numerous times while she's dribbling the ball.
Yeah, something's going to have to give there.
She can only touch once and then back off.
Yeah.
And she touched her 4 times past half court. So I'm going to be anxious to see if they're going to allow that to continue.
Well, our viewers have heard us talk about it all year, and you may not understand why that's a big deal. But point guard, all the defenses are coached to keep your hands off, and point guards are expecting to be able to handle the ball without being fouled every time they breathe.
Yes. Good challenge.
Good job by Paige. Yep. Challenge by Nijoni, forces that shot short.
Nice rebound and a foul.
But Nijoni able to haul it down.
Okay, we're going to see right now that they are going to hack.
Great job by Janae to find a cutting Paige, but can't get it to go. Paige needs to put it on the floor there. Take one dribble, go score.
Right.
It's a good challenge by Titana. Yeah. She can't get real physical there.
No.
She's sitting on a foul.
Yes.
And we're 90 seconds into the second. El Reno.
There's a touch. That's what I'm saying.
Good job coming to the ball. And
there's
a
the touch.
And that uncalled touch leads to that.
Yes, absolutely.
And who are they going to get here? I think Leslie?
I think it was Leslie. Yes.
It needs to be, and it was. 14-13, Indians trail, 6:06 to play in the second. Starting to see some fatigue. I think maybe Paige took a shot there. She's favoring that left leg a little bit. First free throw up and in. Indians trail by 2, 15-13. Yeah, the physicality against the Indian ball handlers, something's going to have to give. It's not a sustainable path for them.
No. No, and it clearly says in the rule book that you cannot impede the progress of the offensive player. And
they took that discretion away from the officials because we were quite honestly pretty bad at it.
Yeah.
The game had gotten very physical.
It's a very easy game to officiate. Call a foul when it's a foul.
Yeah, and in order to do that, Nevaeh long three can't get it to go out of bounds. Not sure that's the look Coach Douglas wanted out of that set.
I don't think so.
Yeah, the discretion is gone. One touch, if they don't immediately let go, or any subsequent touches are an automatic foul.
Correct.
Doesn't matter how hard, doesn't matter how petty, foul is a foul. And the freshman, Jalen Washington, checks in, but this game's starting to get away from the Indians, Lady Indians. But two of their primary load carriers sitting on the bench.
And there
right
you
now.
go. Once again, the slapping, the reaching, the body.
And Leslie's trying desperately to get a foul there. She did everything she was supposed to do. Just got hand checked and ridden all the way to the basket. Long three by the shooter. That's good. 21-13, El Reno trails by 8. And Coach Douglas in a position here. Do you let your players play through it, or do you call a timeout and kill the break? There it is.
Finally.
And Coach Ritchie of the Lady Titans beside himself. But he dodged a bullet for, 13 minutes? 8 minutes of the first.
I would say at least 10 possessions where the same thing has happened over and over and over and no call.
And we can hear him. You can't hear him, but we can hear him from here coaching. Get a hand on her. Get a hand on her. Starting to see the frustration building on the Lady Indian bench.
Yeah, because here's the deal. Carl Albert has no height. They have all sorts of quickness. We have the height, but if they are continuing to allow touching and pushing on the perimeter people that are ball handlers.
3-point basket, good.
Good grief.
Yep, 11-point difference, and they turn it over trying to throw it inbounds. The wheels are coming off of this train rapidly, Kurt. The best thing that can happen to the Indians is Lady Indians is get to halftime as quickly as you can.
Excellent job by Titana.
And Ashley
Get it out
checked
to
back in, I
Ashley.
think almost more out of sheer necessity than anything. And even she can't get the layup to fall. Again, a lot of contact. And then they're going to get Janae for that in the backcourt.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a shooting foul.
Yeah.
.422 to play before the break. Indians trail by 11. This may be their largest deficit of the year.
You may be right.
Titana checks out. Again, see visible frustration on the floor leader there. And now Ashlyn and Reagan Bugай checks in, the young freshman number 5. And not to say she's not prepared to play in these minutes, but not the depth of the bench you want to be touching.
Well, and
down 12.
We've talked about physical play all year long, and this is by far the most physical because it's coming from every position.
And as soon as I say that, the young freshman steps out and secures a rebound on the free throw attempt. Great pass to a cutting Nevaeh, who can't get a lot of contact there.
Yeah. Absolutely a lot of contact.
And the Lady Titans coach Kyle Ritchie arguing his case, and the official says, I'm not going to take any of that, and that ball's going to be thrown away. Good job by Ashlyn walling her man off to prevent her from running that down. I think Ashlyn may feel like she's a little bit hamstrung because of the foul situation here. And she draws that one.
And finally.
Yeah, that foul called on 23.
Yeah.
5th team foul, her second.
It's like I've said all year long, it's not a hard game to officiate. When the foul occurs, blow the whistle, call the foul.
And unfortunately, Ashland gets those fouls because of her scoring prowess, but it's still a foul even if you're not Ashland and you're not getting the calls. Ashland can't get that one to go. She drew that charge, and now she's not going with a lot of authority to the basket. You see her checking up.
Yeah.
And they're going to give Leslie for a hold? They're going to call her for a hand check. She had a hand on the ball, Kurt.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with a hold. I'm not okay with a hand check when you let all the hand checking on the perimeter go.
Correct.
And then you bang Leslie for one. Just her first foul.
Yeah.
But it's the principle behind the matter. It's the inconsistent application of the rules.
Correct.
I ran about this on social media, so it would behoove everybody to not follow me on social media. But it's inconsistency.
It is inconsistency.
And the veteran officials are in a position to try and defend the younger officials in this game, but they can't because it's just so bad.
Ashland goes by Ashland.
Yes. 27-15, inside 4 to play. And Ashland runs out.
Great hustle by Ashland. Absolutely fantastic.
And Coach Douglas is right. That was last touched by the lady.
Yes, it was.
Trying to throw it in.
Yeah.
And he's getting no help from his partner, who has absolutely no idea what happened either. Neither official was looking.
She hasn't been given a look, and he is literally at half court out on the floor.
He was on the other side of half court. He was in front of the El Reno bench trying to call a timeout.
Correct.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout by Carl Albert. We'll stay right here. El Reno's trail by 12. And what has been what was a well-called first quarter has turned into a melee, if you will. And what I don't understand, and we might look at the scoreboard and it's 27-15 and we've only scored 2 points, but we've had 2 people on the bench in foul trouble, and repeatedly have been impeded from going to the basket. Yeah, it's not the melee that bothers me. It's the melee on 48 feet. Correct. And the lack of whistles on the other, or in the trigger.
Correct.
Quick trigger, hair trigger whistles on the other 48.
Correct.
That's what bothers me. Carl Albert with it between the circles. It's going to be a dribble handoff. Ashland with ball responsibility.
Good job.
Good job by Leslie. Challenges that shot, doesn't go. Over the back. Nevaeh does a good job of securing that. Finds Janae running.
That was a terrible pass.
Yeah.
Great try by Nevaeh to keep it in play.
And the young Reagan Boo guy's got to get out of the way.
And that was
Blackout. I'm sorry, that's her third. This gives me concerns about the boys' game, Kurt.
Oh, yeah.
No, check that. Just the second foul on Titana. I'm sorry. I had that as her third, just her second.
I was thinking it was her third. That's good.
Finds Leslie toeing the line. She throws one up long. Not remotely close there.
Yeah, no.
I'm starting to feel a sense of panic on the offensive end by the Lady Indians. Due in part that they can't make layups, and they're going to get Nevaeh for the run through. I think it's a good call. I mean, she displaced her. And to tell you how out of touch this official is with the game, he has no idea how many team fouls there were. He was looking around trying to find a scoreboard that had a foul count on it. Not only did he not know the foul count, he didn't even know where the foul count was located in the building.
Okay.
I mean, how hard is it? You look at the giant sign with lights on it.
Yes.
It's not.
Correct. My
soon-to-be 3-year-old could find it. 2:54 to play. El Reno doubled up right now, trailing 30-15 in the second.
I would like to see
31-15.
The ball being taken care of. Us taking our time. They're speeding up the game for our girls.
Great step through,
and that was a great job.
Yep.
And now it's just unbelievable how much that they will let one coach talk to them and will hardly even look
Well, Jennifer Douglas.
at another coach.
Jennifer Douglas has already been given the stop sign by 2 different officials.
Exactly.
And it's not been loud. It doesn't appear to have been disrespectful. Now, granted, we're 60 feet away, so we don't know what was said. But the manner in which she approached
I
them.
can imagine as a former coach what she was thinking.
Oh, yeah.
But definite great take by Tatana. Get to the line.
Gotta
Get
take free
a little
throws,
bit of composure.
Yep, 1 for 2 she goes. 16-31 now the deficit for the Indians. Carl Albert content to run this dribble handoff until they get a shooter open. Great challenge by both Janae and Leslie.
Nice rebound by Reagan Bogai.
Yep.
Way to step up, freshman.
Ashland
Into
takes it,
Ashland.
spins the middle in contact, can't get it to fall, but Janae gets the
Great
offensive
job.
rebound. Leslie tees it up long 3, top of the key.
An
Gets it to
excellent
go.
job by Leslie. What a great offensive rebound
Absolutely.
by Janae and presence of mind to kick it out to the spotted up three-point
And they
shooter.
had 94 feet to figure that match out of and couldn't get it done.
Correct.
They just gave up a walk-up layup there. That's the softest charge I've ever seen called in my life, Kurt.
And Ashland held up. She didn't even go into the girl.
Yeah, she put the brakes on. He calls the game very much like the official over at Shawnee who called everything she saw as an offensive foul.
Well, and Coach Douglas is now pleading her case like, come on.
Yeah. Again,
Can you not give us a call like that you're giving?
Yeah, a fundamental misunderstanding of how the block charge rule reads. If we gave him a quiz right now, he'd fail it.
And now here's the best, they're quick and everything. Now they're trying to spread the floor. This is where we need a shot clock in Oklahoma high school basketball.
And that's where good challenge by Reagan Bogai.
Excellent job.
She's got to stay help side there. She ended up getting drug off help side.
Good
She's
job
got to
by
stay home.
Najoni, finding, collecting, fouling.
Great pass to Janae. Steps.
Excellent job.
They're going to get a travel.
What she needs to do is she just needs to pull the ball over, step through, and keep the ball high because they're short.
Yeah.
We've got to go with our strength, which is our height, and which is our power inside.
Yeah, and I understand the hesitation of the post players to go at the basket. Every time somebody gets breathed on, they hit the floor and it goes the other way.
Yes.
If I sneeze very hard up here, I'm going to get charged for called for a charge.
I mean, like that charge on Ashland, that's soft.
For 5A girls in a top 5 matchup,
Yes.
with all due respect to them, this is not the Capitol Hill game.
Well, and it was 13-12. 13 to 12.
12 at the break.
And now everything
And they dribbled it right into Leslie's hands.
Everything has been taken out of the hands. There's a foul.
That's so much contact. Are you kidding me? This is unbelievable. And Leslie hustles back anyway.
Great job by Leslie.
They've got her pinned in the corner.
Hurry, Tatana.
That's going to be an over and back violation. No, it was not touched.
Oh,
Are
my
you kidding me?
gosh.
Wow, they're making it up
And the
now.
El Reno faithful have lost it.
Yep. And Brett Clark doing a good job keeping the bench in check there.
Yes, she is. She's doing a great job.
And she's pulling on Douglas saying, get out of his face.
Absolutely. This is a travesty. A great game turned into
Just an absolute joke.
an absolutely fantastic 1-2 matchup turned into you can do anything you want to if you're in white. You can do nothing if you're in navy blue. And I'm sorry, folks. I know I'm El Reno, but I'm also a coach that coached for many, many years. And what is going on right now is ridiculous.
And I don't care who you're cheering for. If
It's
you're a fan of
ridiculous.
basketball, I've been around the game of basketball since I was about 4 years old, 5 years old.
And now it's got so bad that some of the El Reno fans are exasperated, and now they're asking to remove some of the El Reno fans.
Yeah. And if you're the El Reno faithful, you've got to cheer on your team. You've got to be respectful when you do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But at the same time, the El Reno fans are matching the Carl Albert fans 1-to-1.
Correct. Well, and
so if if these officials are asking these fans to leave, that's a joke.
And they are.
That's the officials giving up and running for cover because they don't have the mental fortitude to stand here and work this game buzzer to buzzer with fans. I'm standing next to our camera operator who runs a rec league gym. These guys can go work rec league and throw fans out all day long.
Yeah.
But these fans paid a ticket price and they have the right to stand and observe.
Right.
You're watching Lady Indian basketball. I'll take a time out before I get myself fired.
Right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like Video on Demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit gopioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like Video on Demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit gopioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
#1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit gopioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse.
This one is.
And we're back to it. Just a few seconds remaining in the intermission period. El Reno comes out of the halftime break trailing by 16 if I can count, but they don't pay me to teach math. So 35-19 I show the count to be, and the possession arrow in favor of the Lady Titans. So Carl Albert will inbound, and as you're watching at home, they're now going to be playing towards us. We're seated just right beside the camera, so as you're looking, that's essentially our view. Into the front court, the Lady Titans come. Didn't shoot the ball well in the first quarter, shot the ball much better in the second quarter, and sort of the opposite true for the Lady Indians.
Yes.
In fact, I think they only scored 7 points in the entire second quarter. And it's not that they only scored 7 points, it's that Carl Albert scored the better part of 20. Long three to start it.
Good challenge.
No good. And a good rebound by Nevaeh.
And we've got one foul.
And she got run over by Pauline. Almost got a travel. I thought they were going to bang her and falling down with it, but I think they said that she had already lost control of the ball before she hit the floor. So,
yeah, well, 23 effectively had just picked up her third foul, and then Pauline tried to stop and ran over the top of her.
That's a kicked ball.
Yes, it is.
Why did they not stop play? And they're going to say it was an interrupted
And I
dribble?
cannot believe there was no foul called on that.
She got bumped.
She got bumped
physically
repeatedly 3 times.
Physically moved. Long three, no good. And the difference Pauline's making already.
Yes. And I want her to go back inside to her.
Yeah.
That girl cannot hold one side of her if the officials will make the calls.
She just got, Majoni got pushed 6 feet.
Yes.
With 2 officials looking at her.
Correct.
Kurt, I think it's going to be a miracle if all 3 of us, you, me, and Coach Hayden, make it all the way to the end of the boys' game. I think it's going to be a miracle tonight.
I agree. We've just got to settle down and play our game. Right now, there's a high frustration level among the fans and the girls, and they've just got to settle back in, play their game.
Good challenge, and then they're going to get that foul. That's a heck of an Oscar by that young lady by Carl Albert. I've had people bump me harder in the Walmart parking lot. Heck of an acting job by that young lady. So kudos to the theater program at Middale Public Schools. And who'd they ring that up on? Paige, her third.
No, they called it on Pauline.
Oh, I'm sorry, they did. Pauline's third. Oh, Paige is at the table, I see.
Yes. Yeah,
I think she's checking in for Pauline, but they got to shoot the first free throw.
Yeah, Pauline basically has not been able to play this entire game. Neither has Ashlyn.
No, and credit Carl Albert for finding a strategy that keeps him on the bench.
Yes.
We can be as critical as we want to about the officials, but if Carl Albert can get away with a boxing match that you paid a basketball ticket price to, good for them.
Yeah.
Right? We don't have to like it. We don't have to think it's the way the game was intended to be played. We don't have to think it's in the spirit of sportsmanship. But at the end of the day, you have a job, and it's to win basketball games.
Correct.
And whatever you have to do it, you do it.
And what's real interesting is look how number 23 is now playing.
Really?
Nice take.
Wow.
Excellent take. We finally got a call going to the basket, and so maybe that will strengthen their belief that if we go to the basket, we're not every time we go, it's not going to be a charge.
Yeah, and the Indian faithful with the sarcastic applaud. And Nevaeh can't get it to go. She struggled last several games, Kurt.
Yeah, she just needs to settle down.
Yeah. She's seen her minutes reduced, and I don't think it's anything she did wrong. I think it's just the matchup we've been seeing.
Correct.
She does go 1 for 2 there, and the 20th point, El Reno now trails 39-20. And an uncovered shooter. She misses it short, but gets her own rebound. Well, I did see during that free throw there, number 20, the shooter here in the near side corner with the knee pads on, she took a stick of what looked like Ben Gay or BioFreeze and was putting that BioFreeze on her low back. So
correct.
I think that foul that they called Paige for, although soft contact, she may have landed in a way that twisted that back up, but she's helped out by another teammate who hits a long three of her own, and Titana splits the defense and throws it off the
I know,
glass.
but I think what's very interesting is number 23 is not hand check. None of them are hand checking now. They did the damage in the first half.
Yep.
They got the lead. Now he's called off the dogs.
Yeah. That one got away from her.
Yeah, that was a great play by 23 right there.
Great job by Titana, but she's got to have help by
great hustle.
jerseys.
Absolutely.
Everybody
has to run the floor.
That's why Coach Douglas is calling a timeout.
Yeah.
Titana got her pocket pick. She got back, played defense, forced a miss, and then four blue jerseys. Watch 3 white jerseys go shoot layup drill.
But again, and I know this is going to sound trite on my part, but the game was decided by halftime. Yep. When you go from a 1-point deficit to a 36-19 lead, then with two good teams that would trade counterpunch after counterpunch like they did in the first quarter, the game is over. The game was decided. And so what the Lady Indians have to do is not even look at the scoreboard right now and play within themselves and counterpunch everything that happens.
Yeah. And it's one of those that at this late in the season with playoff alignments out, there are observers in the bleachers tonight for the OSSAA who are going to give playoff assignments.
Absolutely.
And I'd bet all the dollars in my pocket none of these officials are going to make it past the Thursday regional game.
Yeah.
They've embarrassed themselves. They've embarrassed
Good job by Paige right there. She
what a correct finish.
Yeah, she collected herself.
Yep. James Ravelis looking there.
Yes.
Caught it, made a decision quickly, went to the glass strong. Good touch by her. And so she's improved greatly. She was out for a stretch sick.
Yes.
Missed 3 or 4 games sick. Well, almost missed 2 straight tournaments sick. And so that put her behind a little bit in her conditioning.
Nice block by Nevaeh.
But she's done a good job of getting caught up.
And 23 just literally runs into Janae.
Wow.
And no call.
No, they say that Janae stepped out of bounds, or last touched it out of bounds. That's the call they make, which is the equivalent of closing your eyes and saying, nana, 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 I can't hear you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's an illegal screen by 25.
And that was a double dribble.
Yep. And that's a travel before the foul. She picked her dribble up, then took a step, and then landed with 2 feet. Once you take 1 step, you can't land with 2.
There were at least 5 infractions to the rules in the last 25 seconds, and not one of them were called.
Well, emotionally, these officials have quit. They're getting their paycheck, whether they call a good game or a bad game. They're not worried about the fact that there's playoff alignments on the line.
Right.
They're getting their paycheck. They're doing their job. The game's about them, and they're going to get their money and go home.
Right. And I hope they don't sleep well. Now there's an elbow in her back all the way down.
All the way to the baseline.
Great move by Leslie.
Great find to Janae, and Janae knocks down the 15-footer.
The Lady Indians are playing within themselves. They're playing their game much more. They're not letting Carl Albert speed them up. Get her out of the lane. Get her out of the lane.
Good
Still
rebound.
never cleared.
That's got to be a stronger pass, though. And that's where Nevaeh has struggled a little bit.
Yes.
Fake high.
Yes.
Right, she's trying to throw these one-hand lob passes. If she fakes high,
correct.
Get that defender up, and you can either throw a snap chest pass or a bounce pass.
Yes.
You can keep the break going up the sideline.
Leslie gets a well-deserved rest. Great job by that young lady once again.
Because even though it's not a true press by Carl Albert, if you run it like you run a press break, you're fine. Long 3, no good. Who touched it last? Looks like White did. So when the ball comes to this near side corner, if I'm seated, we lose a little bit of that near side corner. We've got camera full down, full out, and we just can't quite catch that inside corner.
Correct.
But again, a lot of these high school gyms not really designed for broadcast media when they were built.
No.
And fabulous facility Carl Albert has.
Yes, absolutely.
I think I don't know if they still are. They used to be home to the girls' All-State game. At least the small school All-State game. That's a joke.
If you put a hand in the middle,
he's in a staring contest with Jennifer Douglas. He stared at her the whole way down the floor.
Put a hand in the middle of a girl's back and she goes to the floor, it needs to be called.
Well, it should be called before.
And Paige, someone on her back right now, no call.
Long jumper, no good. Gets her own rebound though. That one good. El Reno trails 47-26. And I'm not saying this one's out of reach, but time's starting to get a little low.
Correct.
Reagan Bugай, the freshman, she's played really well.
She has played
against a very
well.
stout opponent.
Yes.
Nat 3, no good. And they're going to get Paige for really?
the same foul that they did not call on 24 over Paige's back. They just called. Good block out by 24. Excellent. Excellent block out by Paige the play before.
Jennifer Coach Douglas trying desperately to have a conversation with somebody, and they are running scared.
Yeah, they will not speak to her.
No. Into the front court near the front court come the Lady Titans, and into the front court. 21 the deficit, 47-26, and Carl Albert's going to be content to go with that 1-4 look, or the old Carolina spread offense.
Right.
Shoot layups, threes, burn the clock down. At this point, Carl Albert
defense right there.
Carl Albert's in a race to zero is what they're on.
Yeah. Oh, I cannot believe that we finally got, and it was Ashlyn, and I just knew they were going to call the foul.
Oh yeah,
on her.
Yeah. And to your point you made in the first half, Coach Kyle Ritchie from the Lady Titans has dictated every moment of this game from the time the ball was thrown up to the current time, 2:18 to play in the third. El Reno trailing by 21, 47-26. And Coach Ritchie has dictated every moment of this game.
Yes. The first half. The second quarter.
Well, that's fair. Oh, that's fair. I'm not sure what we have here. If there's a jersey error, and Jennifer Douglas giving the hand, there may be an administrative technical coming right here. That's what they're doing. No? They changed something. They changed something. Oh, they changed who the foul was on? Is that what they did? I'm not sure what they did there. A lot of contact against Ashlyn. Great step through by Ashlyn, though. Titana finds a cutting. Pauline going to score the basket. No, they called a charge.
That is unbelievable.
This is an absolute joke, folks.
That is unbelievable.
As much as I want you to come out here and come to the game, I don't want you to have to waste your money on a ticket price. This is an absolute fiasco. This is an embarrassment to the game of basketball. 2:03 to play. El Reno trails 47-26. Freshman Reagan Bugай goes step for step, and they're going to say that was last touched by the Indians.
Good hands by the girls.
Yeah. These are good minutes for young Reagan Bugay. She's a freshman. She'll be a sophomore next year and be tasked with the Titano, probably a mix between the Titano Woods blackout point guard role and the Leslie Valdez defensive specialist role.
Correct.
Good. She's gotten good minutes in a couple of games so far this season, and then lots of good minutes on the JV roster.
And the young lady can spot up and hit some threes.
Oh yeah, she can shoot.
Yes.
Her build very reminiscent of Leslie, not real tall. And they're going to get a block. And when I make this statement, Jennifer Douglas has given up. It is not on her girls. It is not on the game. It is trying to advocate for her girls.
That's right.
On these three officials.
Because they will not look at her.
No. We've seen an official a few times this year who's a deaf man. Your former classmate at East Central.
Yes.
And she can have a better conversation with a man who can't hear.
That's exactly true. Yeah.
Right, than these three officials who, for all we know, appear to be able-bodied individuals.
And they have completely ignored her, which there is nothing any more frustrating to a coach.
No. Because you end up in the situation, it's very reminiscent. It reminds me, Kurt, of the football movie Remember the Titans.
Correct.
Where he goes and he says, "Mr. Official, can I talk to you?" And they immediately tag him for an unsportsmanlike conduct foul.
Yes.
After ignoring him the whole game.
Correct.
Very reminiscent. The behavior, the body language of these officials.
Yes.
Is just spiteful almost of Coach Douglas at this point.
Ashlyn did a good job getting to the bucket. She's just got to settle herself down a little bit.
Long three, no good. Good rebound. A lot of contact against Titana and no foul. Ashlyn tees that up from long. Can't get it to go, but
good rebound by
in the mix.
Janae.
She keeps it alive. And a great pass by Titana. Janae can't finish, though. A little bit off balance. She was leaning over her left foot a little bit.
Yeah.
You do jump off your left foot on the right side, but she had, I think, her weight a little too far forward. But a good look. Great pass.
Yeah. And to their credit and to what's going on in their head, every time they shot,
uncovered shooter in the corner.
Every time they shot in the second quarter, it was an automatic, not technical, it was an automatic charge.
And Coach Ritchie of Carl Albert, in what has been the most blatant handshake foul of the game, exasperated with the officials.
Yeah, I can't.
No. It's to the point, it's borderline unsportsmanlike.
Again, Carl Albert is playing total different defense than what they were playing in the second quarter. In the second quarter, it was grab, slap, push.
Yeah, he knew he won the war in the first half.
Yeah.
He got what he wanted, and then he was going to get out while the Pickens were still good. A great pick and roll.
Excellent job.
Excellent execution.
I just want to see our girls settle in and just play solid ball for the next 8 minutes.
Oh, absolutely.
Forget about the scoreboard. You've been beaten by 8 people tonight, 9 if you want to count their coach, that has literally called every...
Great challenge by Najoni and a rebound by Page.
Yeah.
51-28, Indians trail going into the fourth period. You're watching Lady Indian Basketball. We'll take a break.
We've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Diesel Horst, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school?
Testing 1, 2. Testing. 54-32, and we have a timeout on the floor. The Lady Indians are regrouping. They've been playing some really good ball. They have scored about 9 points in the last couple of possessions. They're kind of riding the ship. And right now, what's very important, and probably what Coach Douglas is telling them right now, is you play, you keep playing till the final buzzer. Don't even look at the score. It doesn't even matter. What I want you to do is I want you to focus, and I want you to be the identity that has brought you this far, that you are number 2 in the state, and nobody can take that away from you because of the level of competition that you've been playing. Okay, inbounding the ball, Carl Albert. Reno once again on defense and working the man, working very well. Great rebound by Page on the miss on number 21. Outlet is thrown to the middle of the floor, which absolutely is no place to throw.
And a official's timeout called. Okay, he killed the game for player safety. Looks like there was a lady Titan who was laid down maybe with an ankle.
Number 21,
shooter,
I believe there's sharpshooter.
Yeah, she's came off. It could have been an ankle, knee, lower leg, something.
Correct.
She came off hobbling, and she's got the trainer's got her. It looks like they're going to head back and probably park her for the night, I would guess. Carl Albert handling the ball. 54-32, Indians trail by 22. In what should have been, and seated to our right, Oklahoma Sportsnet, who covers high school sports across the state, was here to call this game. They had this as the game of the night, game of the week.
Correct.
And Ashland, great
excellent job by Ashland. And inbound.
And an inbounding violation against the...
It's like I said, Zach, from this point forward, I mean, that is like the 11th or 13th point that we put on the board. We're back to playing Lady Indian ball. We're not frustrated. And let's just see what we can do in the next 5 minutes and 43 seconds. And there's 2 points by Pauline.
Well executed.
Very well executed.
Titana. Pauline did just enough to get space without getting called for the charge.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Zach, if we can get
this
this
from behind
great job.
Absolute car crash. And they're not going to put
any not a call?
Nope, they're not going to put any whistle on that. And Ashland just had the absolute wind knocked out of her. Yeah, she shook the official off. He's trying to talk to her, and she shook him off.
Unbelievable. I mean, okay.
Play on. And the official...
Let's move the ball quickly. We're doing a great job perimeter, moving it.
And under the sportsmanship guidelines, that should have been a technical foul, but that official knows if he rings the referee wrong. But a well-executed pick and roll.
Absolutely. Pauline finishing strong. She's screaming at her, not the officials, she's screaming at her teammates saying, let's go.
Yeah, let's pick it up here. And you can feel the tempo coming up in this building a little bit here, Kurt. Very similar to when the boys came back against from down 28 to go to double.
Absolutely.
Down at the Anadarko tournament against
Absolutely.
MacArthur.
24 does not want to handle the ball. And we need to get there. Pauline, great job. That was a travel. Janae was undercut. Ashland has got the ball and is going to the hole. And she got fouled.
Yep, she'll shoot too.
She got blocked by the rim.
Now we'll see if anybody in here's got the athleticism to knock it loose.
Well, I know none of the officials do.
No. Officiating 101 is never jump to get a ball unstuck, because as soon as you miss, you've embarrassed the whole building. The old tried and true, any tool is a hammer technique.
Okay, the ball went in the hole, so we get the points.
The old-fashioned and one play, right?
Great job by Ashland. Super.
Yeah, she got that ball, kicked it, pushed it out ahead of her, ran underneath the dribble, went right to the basket.
Excellent job.
1 on her first look. Leslie checks in. And great effort there by Najoni. A great series of possessions for Najoni.
Absolutely
on
fantastic.
Both ends of the basketball.
Yeah.
And 21 checking back in the shooter, so whatever had ailed her, she has recovered from.
And now we get in our press.
Yep.
And I'm excited to see this.
And I think it's a statement Coach Douglas is making.
Absolutely.
She's not going to concede the game to the officials.
No.
The officials want the subs to come in so they can coast.
And a lot of times a team that she double dribbled.
Absolutely she did.
Dadgummit. That was great. Sorry, folks.
It's all
I got
right.
a little excited there.
The coach and Coach P came out there.
I'm telling you. Yes.
Great defense by Leslie to force the turnover.
I am so proud of our girls, Zach. They could have folded the 10th. They could have got beaten by 30. And they're like, you know what?
Paul Albert's going to call a timeout.
They're like, you know what? We're number 2 in the state. Let's start playing like it.
Yeah.
No matter what's been called, no matter what's going against us, we're going to come out and we're going to fight until this last buzzer goes off.
And with 4:17 on the clock and El Reno to within 14, they were down 22. They were down 44-22.
Yes.
And it's 54-40.
I know. And the thing about it is if you go back, all the way back, Zach, and you look at the body of work that did not happen in the second quarter, that happened in the first quarter, happened in the third quarter, and has happened now, it's a whole different ball game.
We still have over half the fourth quarter left.
Yeah. Well, and think about this. The score is now 54-40. They were up 17.
Yeah.
We were up 1. So basically that quarter has been erased by the Lady Indians.
Yeah.
And so if they can put that in mindset in one possession at a time.
Yeah. There's not a 14-point shot. You get
correct.
2 and 3.
And there's a foul right there. You've got to call
and
that.
The foul right in front of the official. He didn't call it. His buddy had to pick him up on the backside.
Yeah. Absolutely. Again, I cannot tell you, and Zach, you and I are talking about it the same thing.
That's a lot of body contact.
A lot of body contact. You cannot impede a girl driving to the bucket like that.
And then they're going to get
And they're gonna
that's a good call there.
That's a great call, but that call should have been had.
Yeah. Ashland goes to the basket under control, gets hit by at least 2, maybe 3 white jerseys.
Correct.
The official's out for a casual stroll on the beach.
Yeah.
And then they come down here and say, oh, I have a job.
And I want Leslie to get in that girl's suit.
Yep. That's an offensive foul. She had her hooked. She had her hooked. She had her pin back on her hip.
Yeah, you can't use your elbow in that manner to hold a player away from you.
It's exactly the argument Coach Douglas is
saying, are you kidding me? They won't even look at her.
No, she's screaming for a timeout and they won't give it to her.
One of the best coaches in 5A, and they will not give her the time of day.
Yeah. She's been screaming for a timeout. She was yelling, sir, can I get a timeout, please? He waited until she could no longer call one because the ball was at the disposal of the free thrower and then said, sorry, can't help you. That's like cutting somebody off in traffic and saying,
and he looks at Carl Albert's coach and chuckles.
Yeah. It's disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful.
That's a joke.
Jennifer Douglas is one of the best coaches in 5A and arguably any class, what she has done with the El Reno Lady Indian program, and the officials had literally ignored her all night.
Yeah, what a joke.
Get big and go score. Good job.
Apparently the way to get fouled is to throw your arms about and scream till you hit the deck. And if that's what it takes, you got to find a way to do that.
Correct.
And great job. Ashland said, listen, my touch isn't going to get me anywhere tonight because I'm getting beat up like a boxer. She's going to go home feeling like she just went 5 rounds with Liston.
Correct.
Or Mike Tyson in the late 80s, 90s when he was the baddest dude.
Yeah. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Lady Indians down 15, clawing their way back.
Yep.
Great job by Ashland on the drive.
Ashland, and into the press.
Down by 14 into our press.
And look at Pauline.
Zach,
She's reading
just
it.
said that.
Yeah. Pauline's reading it.
Yes. Oh, great.
Barely got to steal.
Yes.
A deflection there.
Yes.
And Leslie giving his ball handler all she wants. He's not counting 5 seconds.
He is not counting.
He's holding his hands.
He is not counting.
He's holding his hands.
There is a time that you're supposed to be ticking.
Nobody's counting. Why is nobody counting? He thought about it.
Good job by Pauline. Excellent job. And she's within 5. Oh, my goodness. Way to run the floor.
And they're going to get a foul. That's not a foul, Kurt. She blocked it clean.
Yeah.
They're just making it up.
Yeah,
now.
she did. That was a great hustle. She knew she was beaten, and she did exactly what she needed to be.
Yeah.
And the young lady is probably, what, 5'5"?
Oh, yeah. And listen, I want El Reno to win every game, but that's not a foul.
No, it's not.
That was textbook execution of a run by.
Yeah, that was great effort on her part.
Looks like Teton is at the table to check in for Pauline. Check in 24.
And I love the fact.
Carl Albert.
I love the fact that we're protecting Pauline a bit. We have 3 minutes. Stranger things have happened. Good job by Leslie. Good job by Ashlyn. And we got a steal. Great job.
Got a held ball. We'll take it.
Excellent job by the girls.
I was afraid they were going to get Ashlyn for a foul. She didn't jump on the pile. She jumped over the pile, then turned back around and reached in.
Correct. And offense for defense. Yeah. I mean, defense for offense. Now we've got Pauline at post where she needs to be. They need to get her the ball. She needs to get big and want the ball.
Good reversal by Leslie. They find Teton in the corner. They're going to run Ashlyn to the corner, run her off a double screen, and they tried to get Pauline on the cut.
And White touched.
Yeah, last touch by Carl Albert.
That was a good idea. A couple of times this year, or this last couple of weeks, Tatana has not made her tall enough, and so she was thinking that. Let's make her tall, not short.
Great roll basket by Pauline. She gets the finish.
And folks, it's 46-58. We have drawn within 12. El Reno Lady Indians are doing Reno Lady Indian things, and oh my goodness, Pauline, and she double dribbled.
Great job.
And we got a call.
And Janae set that up.
Yes, she
Janae had to cover three on a lob pass.
Yes.
And rather than running for the pass, she sat back.
Absolutely.
And then she baited, let her start the drive, bait her, and then back out as soon as she
got the ball inside to Pauline.
Tries to go over the land of trees, can't get it to fall.
She should have kicked that ball out and reset just then.
Yeah. Carl Albert did a good job of squeezing her and not giving her anywhere to go.
Yeah, good job.
She wanted to spin baseline, and they had cut that off, and she had to turn middle and shoot over traffic. We got lost on the back.
Excellent block. Excellent block. That's okay.
Got a little bit lost on the backside there, though.
Yeah.
Oh, great move by Ashlyn.
Nice job by Ashlyn.
And a timeout by Coach Douglas, and she's telling Leslie check in.
And folks, we're all one possession away from single digits.
That's right. The deficit now just 11. El Reno trails 60-49. A minute 47 to play. We've seen the boys fight back from a hole. Let's see if the ladies can do it. We'll take a break. You're watching Lady Indian Basketball.
Business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance.